is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Keller Keepstar. Let's get right into the news. So J1, aka Korean, aka a person named Sinatraa, you know, who I thought was an Overwatch character, but apparently is a real person, has a tweet longer to show us all. And it says this: it is clear from Cleo's recent post that she recalls our relationship differently than I do. What we do agree on is that it was unhealthy for the both of us. I apologize to Cleo and regret how things ended, but I never assaulted her in any way. I am fully cooperating with the investigations and providing the full audio and video clips Cleo referenced in her post. And this is what she has to say about it. You have never apologized to me ever for anything. The least you could do is message me personally, but you can't even do that. 6K likes. And honestly, this guy's got 18K likes. Who's winning here? I don't really know, but of course he does have a lot of like clout, whatever. With that being said, what I'm reading from this is some interesting stuff. I just listened to the audio clip, and if she didn't really want that to happen, she should have said no in a more serious tone. LMAO. I know it's a no. It doesn't matter what kind of voice or tone of voice is a person used to say it. It's still a no. And I read this whole thread. A lot of people are saying, well, let's wait for a bigger response. A lot of girls are honestly jumping to defend her and saying recalls our relationship differently than I do. Yeah, when one person is being assaulted and taken advantage of, and then the other disregards of all of the other person's feelings, boundaries to get what they want, I'm sure it's easy to recall the relationship differently. A lot of girls are definitely jumping to her side, and just, you know, I get it, because a lot of girls probably have similar experiences, and that's why they're like sympathizing with her and stuff like that. A lot of guys don't really have similar experiences as a lot of girls do. Like, you see TLDR, I'm a big POS, you're a trash person, like, you know what I mean? All the guys are like saying like, okay, well, we're just gonna wait. And I get it, I get both sides, right? And obviously my side, I've never been in this situation. I can't sympathize. I'll be honest here. I've never had a girlfriend. So with that being said though, I'm going to wait until his full response to see both sides and see what evidence can point to left and right. I don't want like I mean, this could turn into a Your Princess situation. We'll see. We don't know both sides. I'm not jumping to conclusions yet. So with that being said though, of course, like, it is very interesting that this is definitely happening, because definitely a lot of girls experience something similar, and that's why they're all saying he's a big POS. With that being said though, I still have no clue who this guy is, so I'm gonna watch this video because apparently it explains it.
Becoming the best doesn't simply happen overnight. It takes hard work and countless hours to reach the top of any esport. Sometimes failure is motivation, but only for the strongest of competitors. But what happens when you become the best?
Wait till you see this kid. Wait till you see this kid.
So Grant, they have to get on the point with less people. Sinatraa diving deep, so deep right now they can't even reset. 3% left. Can anyone even touch this point?
He was the chosen one for the San Francisco Shock to turn their entire franchise
Pro Overwatch
around.
player.
What happens once you've accomplished everything?
And was on Jimmy Fallon.
Are you the best player in the world?
Yeah.
What happens when the world's best player decides to walk away at the height of his career?
He walks away from Overwatch.
Sinatraa is the Overwatch superstar, right? He is from the other side of the pond. I'm from Counter-Strike, but I've heard his name a lot.
Look how slippery Sinatraa is here. That curveball comes through to keep himself alive. Somehow hitting the running headshot and just dodging left and right. This guy's like Muhammad Ali right now.
This guy's like
he's
probably
the
best player in the world right now in this game. Like,
he's comparable like Shroud
honestly,
and stuff,
in another
right?
game is crazy.
This is gonna be Sinatraa, misses one but gets the second. That's a triple kill.
Peak Shroud, sorry.
Oh my goodness! And now the showstopper to get it, and
He got jumped.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just gonna go out and say it. Sinatraa is my favorite, and to me, I think he's the best versatile player in the game.
Now they don't know where Sinatraa is. Oh my, ward in.
This is tens, right?
That was a shot.
Basically tens.
Sentinels have a star.
Jay Sinatraa Wan grew up in Shoreline, Washington with a love for competition. He played high school baseball, but he never saw a future in the sport, so he quit. And with the launch of Overwatch in 2016, he decided to turn his focus to esports.
A regular
instead.
teenager.
Sinatraa was already playing Counter-Strike and Overwatch regularly, but by the second season of competitive Overwatch, he reached rank 2 on the North American server at only 16 years old. This caught the attention of many orgs, and he eventually dropped out of high school, entering his first professional contract with Selfless Games.
I never played an LCS.
With the inaugural season of the Overwatch League on the horizon, Sinatraa eventually found himself at the center of a bidding war between the London Spitfire and the San Francisco Shock, which ultimately resulted in him signing for the Los Angeles-based team.
Yo, what's up guys, Sinatraa here. Just want to say that I'm super stoked to be representing San Francisco in the Overwatch League. We're stacked, we're nutty, let's go!
But as excited as Sinatraa was about competing, for the first part of his career, he found himself sitting on the sidelines.
When I first got signed, I was 17 years old, but it was like a 4-month period where I had to wait before I turned 18 and could play it.
I mean, he just seems like a chill kid to me, from what I'm getting.
However, before he'd even played his first official game, Sinatraa was already making headlines. Specifically in September of 2017 when his salary was leaked, revealing that he was making triple the league's minimum salary, a number that many felt was unjustified. That November, Sinatraa was invited to be part of Team USA's World Cup squad, where he tried to prove that he was worth his $150K price tag.
Sinatraa continues to run wild, has another grab ready. This is why Sinatraa built Ultimate so quickly. He's so
turn on my light.
And now has what could be the cleanup graviton. United States leading their way to victory. He's going to drop the graviton, gets xBruceyx, and the United States, they're almost there. South Korea, they are out of time. Toby gets picked off. That is massive. Now, South Korea, they have to get on the point with less people. Sinatraa diving deep, so deep right now, they can't even reset. 3% left. Can anyone even touch this point? Sableby, doesn't get there.
So he's a god.
Takes map 1.
At Overwatch, right?
Unfortunately for Sinatraa, the team suffered a disappointing loss to South Korea, but he placed a lot of the blame on his own shoulders.
I expected to do really well against Korea, but honestly, I've never played a Korean before that, so I didn't know how they played, and then I just played way too aggressive, and I didn't adjust, so I just did really poorly.
You know what he reminds me of?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we lost because I didn't do well. Like, I'm pretty sure that's why.
He reminds me of
After finally turning 18,
online
Sinatraa was able to make his debut
That's what he reminds me of.
And despite the team's
Chill,
disappointing
calm,
results,
every
there
e-girl's
was
dream.
some optimism surrounding his arrival.
You did see Sinatraa, though, play pretty well in his debut. You expect the shop to just get better. It'll be the Mayhem that come out victorious today.
It's a lot of pressure, to be honest, because everyone for the past 3 months has been saying, like, oh, Sinatraa is gonna, like, carry this team, make the biggest difference, but it's a team game in the end, so.
To reverse the Shock's fortunes, the team brought in Daehee Krusty Park as their new head coach in May of 2018. And Krusty's arrival marked a huge turning point, not only in Sinatra's play, but in his life. See, Sinatraa had developed a bit of a reputation for his toxic behavior in the past, but Krusty helped him harness his occasionally out-of-control competitive spirit and redirect it into being a mature and positive leader for the team. The Shock came out of the gate swinging in Season 2, earning themselves their first ever playoff berth. They fell short in the finals of Stage 1 though, losing 4-3 to the Vancouver Titans in a hard-fought series. But the team didn't just stop there. They dominated in Stage 2 on their way to a 28-0 map record and became the first ever team to complete a golden stage. Then, they breezed to a rematch against the Titans in the final.
I've never followed the Overwatch scene at all. I have no idea what the hell is going on.
Burst out so quickly! They needed the graviton surge there, but he wasn't ready for the faithful.
I have no idea what this map is either.
And the San Francisco Shock get rid of that big threat. Now they can continue to fight this out. Absolutely perfect play from San Francisco to get over the line. Using things flying a little bit closer to the ground. It doesn't work though, it doesn't! Jay Obert says,
who's that character?
They baited them into that so hard. Oh god, and now the Shock, this is going to be a one-sided fight. Fusion are the defending finalists of the
Who's that Rasco guy?
They're an 8-5 team.
What's he do? I've never heard of
I
him.
don't know if anyone could disrespect him this much. Destroying them right now, taking 4v6 fights.
I mean, it's such a slaughter at the moment. That's all we can really say.
No hesitation. He just used it. He's already up to 40% again.
It's not enough for San Francisco to beat you. They want to demoralize you.
Ding running for his life, desperately trying to sprint across the map, and he has to reveal himself to contest the payload, and he does so just for a brief moment, but no one else is there. It's over. The San Francisco shot.
See, I can't tell what's like good gameplay in Overwatch. Everything kind of like as a blur to me.
This is a team that was promised last year by San Francisco, saying, you know, we're going to pick up players that are too young to play right away. We're going to train them. They're going to turn 18. They're going to start playing, and they're going to win. And that is exactly what we're seeing.
The Shock had finally achieved what they set out to do, and you could just see how much it meant to Sinatraa.
I just jumped up and started yelling with my team, and then I literally started crying the first like 5 seconds.
But by stage 4, Overwatch itself had changed. The 2-2-2 system forced every team to play with 2 support heroes, 2 damage heroes, and 2 tanks. Off the back of their disappointing stage 3 loss, the Shock stormed back, winning all 7 of their matches in stage 4. And Sinatraa was named the Season 2 MVP.
I've grown a lot.
Literal
Last
god,
season I was,
right?
you know, a pretty
He's
toxic, you know,
Faker,
selfish kid.
Yerkson? I don't know.
But coming into this season, I gotta give it to my coaching staff. Krusty, Junkbug, 9K, they really helped me just grow as a player, an individual, a teammate, and a leader. So I'm just really grateful for them.
Despite riding a personal high,
Calm,
Sinatra's
collected.
joy would be short-lived when the Shock crashed out of the quarterfinals against the Atlanta Reign. But Sinatraa wasn't ready for their season to end. He and his teammates wanted to show that they were still the best team in the league. And after dominating each and every team they faced in the losers bracket, the stage was set for the Shock to face off with the Vancouver Titans in the grand finals. And Sinatraa was determined to come out on top.
Sinatraa goes in early. Look at the disruption in the back line. Meteor strike. He gets rid of the supercharger and Slime is down.
Oh, it's Doomfist. I know who this is.
Sinatra's far from done. They get rid of Twilight in the offside room, and then San Francisco shot. Match point, baby. Only a few seconds left. Somitsu is removed from the face of the map, and Architect has time to get his hands dirty. Axel throws a blizzard down, but it's not enough. Twilight, the last hope for the Titans, steps up. He is felled. He now gets to the point, but Slime is already removed from the fight. The wrecking ball is down, and Janu, he can't touch. He is walled off. The door is shut.
Dude. 2019? Isn't the Overwatch team dead or something? Now?
Sinatraa had finally accomplished his ultimate goal. He had won everything imaginable.
Why is he
in
on
the
Jimmy
Overwatch
Fallon?
League, but he wasn't done yet. His performance throughout
Wait, is that Jimmy
2019 earned
Fallon?
him a place on USA's World Cup team once again.
I say this every year for like
Oh, it is.
Korea, but I mean that's like the obvious one. But like especially now because they have Krusty and like Architect Choi Hyobin, and I really want to be Krusty Dad. It'll just be funny making fun of him.
And Sinatraa finally got his revenge. After a 3-1 win against South Korea, the US dismantled China 3-0 in the finals. And once again, Sinatra's performances had earned him acclaim.
For the first time, on behalf of the fandom, who got the
Who's that?
opportunity to pick who is going to
Dave
be
Carey.
the first fan-selected T-Mobile MVP, Sinatraa!
Sinatraa
I don't
had
know
done
who
it
he
all.
is.
The once toxic teenager was now the only player in Overwatch's history to win an Overwatch League championship and a World Cup while earning the MVP trophy in both competitions.
Now I have to ask, you got the Overwatch League MVP, now you get the Overwatch World Cup MVP. Are you the best player in the world?
Yeah.
Yes! There you have it!
He's young, right?
What
So his
Sinatraa
ego's
did
getting
next
filled.
didn't just shock the Overwatch community. It turned the entire esports world on its head.
His ego is so high
This is
as a
ESPN
kid.
Esports. I'm Ardo Cal.
Oh my
Let's
God.
talk about the big news that Sinatraa, the MVP, the reigning world champion,
quitting Overwatch.
and marquee
They're going to
player
Valorant.
of Overwatch League, has decided he's leaving Overwatch League entirely. He's leaving the San Francisco Shock and NRG as an organization and will be pursuing a pro Valorant career, joining Sentinels.
I was pretty nervous changing games. Definitely had thoughts of
failure in my mind, but the worst thing is like regretting not doing it. So I just took the chance on Valorant.
When Sinatraa announced his move to Valorant, some observers were skeptical about how he would match up in such a vastly different title. But after joining the Sentinels roster, Sinatraa hit the ground running.
It's the final round as well, so you can all die to the bomb. You don't have to worry about weapons here, but Sinatraa says, worry about my ultimate. There are 2 random shots that will land for back-to-back kills. Only Mummy alive. He's got to go clutch in the 1v1.
Aren't you just noob?
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it.
Isn't that Rivington?
Doesn't work out as he gets punished by a full site push. There's the bleed tag.
Ooh, that's bad. Oh.
It's gonna be Sinatraa, misses one, but gets the second. That's a triple. Oh, you go 4. Oh my goodness. And now the showstopper to get it. And he
got some.
Oh my gosh.
What? Hey, what?
Sentinels looked dominant throughout the summer of 2020, winning the North America Ignition Series, and Sinatra's play received plenty of praise.
People memed about Sinatraa at first, and
Bro, you know what's really funny? When like Dota players play League, or like when they come to our game and then we go to their game, like everyone just sucks. It's like a different world.
like we didn't have a full 5, so we couldn't play in like Dota but tactical because we're trying out fits.
Right. Like Ninja coming to League and everyone's just like, oh, he's plat.
Right now in this game, like honestly, in another game is crazy.
He's ready to make it work either way. The 2v1 now pocket. Can he make it work? Sinatraa coming up with possible 4K. Sentinels, oh my god, have a star.
So he's a god
Sinatraa
in,
with the ace on map 1.
Valorant as well.
And here comes a counter rocket. Caboose trying to do it, but Shazam shuts it down. 13-8. Sentinels are going to lock up the final NA Ignition Series event of the year.
I'd watch
Sinatraa and his team had cemented themselves as the best team in North America.
I hate
after
CSGO.
only 3 months together. But in September of 2020, Riot announced their first sponsored event.
Valorant is
Today
fun to
we're
watch.
announcing our next step for Valorant esports in the first tournament organized by Riot Games, First Strike.
This extended event will provide the first opportunity for players in North America, Europe, Asia, Latin America, and other places around the world to earn the title of Valorant champion in their region.
Sentinels were one of the favorites to win the entire event, but unfortunately on November 29th, only 4 days before First Strike, Sinatra's teammate and IGL Shazam Khan shared some sad news. In a tweet, Shazam explained that his father had passed away. But despite his loss, Shazam decided that he still wanted to compete at the event.
We just hope for his recovery. We don't really care about like the performance that much. Like obviously we want to win, but like his mental definitely matters the most. So we're just praying for him.
I feel like I would use a
just
sub
trying to get through it together.
At that point.
And obviously try to go out with a bang, you know, put our hearts in the matches, stuff like that. So yeah.
Their first match was against FaZe Clan, a
Wait,
team
what?
full of players who Sinatraa had
Wait,
previously
FaZe is here?
played with and against in Overwatch. And all eyes were on Sinatraa.
So, starting off with Sinatraa, and I'm just going to go out and say it, Sinatraa is my favorite, and to me, I think he's the best versatile player in the game. You catch him on Raze, Jet, Sova, it doesn't matter, but it's not about his versatility between the agents. This is versatility in play style, the fact that he's able to speed it
So
up,
is he
get in
actually,
your face.
like,
We all saw that Raze push,
super big?
but also
I don't know
is
how
Sova
big he
able
is.
to get intel pushed in very strategically and smart and secure those 1v1 wins. And it just helps out the team so much.
Sentinels defeated FaZe with ease in a swift 2-0 to earn themselves a spot against the new look 100
Is he like
Thieves in
Bjergsen
the
level? Can you guys
semifinals.
comment below?
Dapper again, the last one
What
alive.
level is he?
Bone Man standing, and he falls to
I don't think he's Faker
steal.
level.
Dicey
More
Nitro
like-
and Hiko all left up to keep the game alive, and it's just going to be Hiko now versus 5.
Double
it
lift?
looks impossible. It is going to be impossible as Sinatraa hits his 3K.
Look how slippery Sinatraa is here. That curveball comes through to keep himself alive. Somehow hits the running headshot and just dodging left and right. This guy's like Muhammad Ali right now in the ring as he takes down Hiko. That is so crazy to see. Dapper actually has his ult here if he can get to it. He's going to drop
Is he like Blabber? I feel like he's like Blabber level, right?
Soms is going to go down. Hiko defends. They needed to kill Hiko. They had to find a way, but this guy is going to stay alive. And that's match point now for 100 Thieves.
Sentinels trying to regain composure.
Johnson?
In the side, it's going to be
No
100
way, no.
Thieves taking the series and meeting TSM in the First Strike Grand Finals.
Sinatraa and his team couldn't.
Tactical? I don't know. It's hard for me to compare. I guess Spica level maybe. I don't know.
Without 2 full weeks of practice, but this wasn't enough for them.
Probably bigger
They
actually.
wanted revenge, and once the dust settled around first strike, they got their chance. JBL's Quantum Cup took place a week later and featured a 100 Thieves Sentinels rematch in the semifinals.
They're going to go in for this. The hot hands halfway. No, not going to happen. Sick finds one outside. Oh my goodness. Now you got 2 players.
What's 100 Thieves
waiting in the wings to just try and push this one outward. Hiko alone. Not going to happen. A flawless round for Sentinel.
They get
Nitro
reverse
gets
swept.
double,
Yeah, they do.
but Sick lands himself a big kill.
Reverse swept
now
here.
it just leaves it up to Nitro, but the hot hands burns them. GG. Sentinels take game 1.
Sentinels lost Game 2, meaning that they would once again be playing 100 Thieves in a Game 3 semifinal. But they had learned their lesson. Sentinels chose to ban Bind, which meant that Map 3 would be played on Icebox, and this time, they evened the score.
Grenade forces the jet up into the op shot. Here comes the rocket as it's Shazam and Sinatraa looking to close this one down.
Yeah, he's gonna
You got about 5 health.
He's gonna get choked. He's gonna choke.
There's just no options. Nothing at all.
As Sick is going to invest. Now they're getting aggressive here on yellow, and that's going to turn into a double, shutting down the Hunter's Fury from Hiko. And this is the round.
No. They got to be paying attention. They got to be paying attention. He can shoot through the smoke. He's got to go through this one here. Then he get the kill. No, he can. And then Shazam is going to get it instead.
I'm like watching this as a casual who doesn't know anything about the scene. It's like silver players trying to watch LCS. That's how I feel right now.
Sinatraa and Sentinels had overcome the hurdle that was 100 Thieves.
I'm like
they weren't done
70% of viewers of Valorant, and then there's like the top 10 who like understand high elo gameplay.
What? No!
And like more of the drama.
What? Clip it, chat, clip it, send it to me on Twitter.
Oh no, but wait a minute though, with that double kill, but they have to fly. They
but when it comes to LCS and stuff,
Zombs can't do it.
And high elo players,
it's gonna be so close, and we're
and
going
like all that stuff in like League, I know everything. I know who's dog shit, and
not gonna know in time.
Oh! But he could stick it again.
Who's actually good,
go
you know?
He's got to go, and he's got to look at him. He's got to look at him. Oh my god!
Zachary's heating up.
I also have an idea of what
Shazam baits him into Zombs perfectly. He was
Orcs
not
don't know how to
attempting
scout
to shoot his operator there. He was simply setting up his omen, and that's why I love Sentinels so much.
The cold peek around this corner, and we could be looking at
it's just like play with everyone, you know.
GG Sentinels back to their
I have an idea of how everyone plays.
With the JBL Quantum Cup.
Like Tarzan and LCS would actually smurf.
They were frustrated with the performance.
Maybe his
mental
mental sucks though.
They weren't playing at the top of their level. They get the rematch they wanted against 100 Thieves. I felt like just winning that match, they had the monkey off their back.
Valorant has been out for less than 1 year, and Sinatraa is already considered one of the best players in the game.
Now, they don't know
wait,
where
what? This guy's huge then.
Oh my word, and that was a shot.
He faked running away with the recombo with the last tag, and so he's gonna
Wait, so this guy's like a complete smurf. He's like Bjergsen coming down A.
He is part of a
and like
rare
year 1 or
breed
2
of player who have been able to compete and win at the highest possible level in multiple games. And with Riot announcing their Champions Tour in 2021, Sinatraa will have plenty of time to show why he is one of the hardest working competitors in esports. His desire to win and be the best allowed him to conquer Overwatch, and now he has a chance to conquer Valorant.
Interesting. So like this guy's
Thanks for watching.
This guy's like Seven. Oh crap! I don't want to look at your page. Also, this is very interesting what they say right here, down here. I'll refresh it. The comments are pretty funny because you see, we are aware of the serious allegations that have been made against Sinatraa and are monitoring the situation closely. And then Sinatraa says, sheesh. And then Sentinel says, that's why I call him the GOAT. The GOAT a month ago. Before all of this drama. This is pretty funny actually to watch. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. But yeah, I think he's around Bjergsen level. Maybe like a little bit less. But I mean, I'm not... I have no clue about the scene at all. But it's pretty funny. We'll see what happens. And there's a response. This took longer. There better be more coming out because we're waiting. Bye bye.